Cal's Craft. How you all doing? Welcome back if you've been before, and hi if you're new. This is where I have a little chat, tell you about what's been going on in my week in the Withington household. So I am working on my Drills and Chills second painting of a cat and a pumpkin for Halloween. I got this off Amazon, cheap and cheerful, but it's nice. And I probably might donate this to my mum's care home as well for Halloween fun. So what symbol? I'm going to fill in his eyes, I think. So we want 743. So what's everybody up to? How you all diddling? How you all coping? Hey, you all coping all right? Oh, I hope so. I'm up and down, I've got to admit. I'm up and down, up and down. Grant says, you never know what mood you're in. I said, oh well. Right, I don't even know if I've got any wax in any of my pens. So we'll just plod on until they won't pick up, and then we'll find some and put some in. So yeah, so Saturday, it is 2:15. I was going to do this earlier, but I just haven't had time. So I thought, right now, quick, I got a FaceTime call at 3, so I thought, right, get this done now. I'm never that long, am I? Never have that much to talk about. Millie's just plaited my hair. 2 plaits, so it looked very nice. Let's get it off my face because I was hot and bothered. So I had a shower and she said, right, Mum, when it dries, I'll plait it for you. Because she doesn't like plaiting it wet. She prefers to plait it when it's dry. I said, that's fine. So yeah, so what's been happening? Well, last Saturday, you know, I was poorly. I did go to bed. I'd filmed that, and then I must admit I did go to bed. And I stayed there for the rest of the day, until the following day. My throat is a lot better, and my chest is a lot better than it has been, so that's really good. But it's just a thing that happens this time of year, isn't it? You know, cough, colds, snuffles. And Jessie bought, well, she bought over the sniffles. I think she had a runny nose for about a day, and that was it. She was up and ready to go again. On Monday, she was completely clear. But as I say, my own fault for saying, when I said to you, look, my own fault for saying I don't get coughs and colds very often. But yeah, so that was on Sunday. So I didn't see much of Saturday. Sunday, did what I needed to do. I did spend a bit of time sat in the garden with Grant. Did Tesco shop, which Millie helped me with. Because I don't think I'd have done it on my own. Definitely none in that one. And then she put it away for me, bless her. She was very good. Grant cooked the tea so that I would be all right to do my live, which we did have a giggle, as per usual. We have some conversations. You don't have to learn things on my channel, I tell you. Especially on my live. It was a real good hoot, it was. You will hear noises because husband's in and out, the dog's in and out, the kids are in and out. It is a household after all. And life does go on, I'm afraid, in this household. Nobody stops for anybody, as they say. So, I could hear Jessie chatting to her mates on her PlayStation, or shouting, I should say. Can you hear her? So if you hear her, I do apologise. Yeah, Monday my ever moment came. So if you don't know if you saw that unboxing of the penguins at Christmas, but that was a really nice painting. I can't wait to start that one. I think I might do it after this one. Hang on, folks. Hi, sorry, that was Grant coming in and out. They all do it when you go on a live or a recording. They all want to come in and out. I have no idea what I was talking about, and I haven't really got time to go back and rewind to see what it was on the video. Because I said to you, I've got just over half an hour to record this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Ever moment. So I'm hoping to do that after this one. And then I'm going to give it to my mum, and she can either put it in her room for Christmas, or the home can have it and put it up in there, in the lounge that she goes into, because there's quite a few lounges. But it's just so cute, and the diamonds look like they're going to sparkle like anything. They look really, really good quality. So I'll keep you updated on that. But if you want to have a look, just pop along to my last video. Not last, one on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday I recorded it. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I really am all over the place today. But you see me, I don't hide anything from you guys. What you see is what you get. Good days, bad days, and indifferent days. I don't believe in all this hidey malarkey, and I haven't got the energy to do it either. Yeah, I had another go at doing me Dark Queen of the Sea Sal, Millie, Molly and Mandy, my fishes. So I'm on my third fish, and I've done nearly all the tail bit. So I might have a go at that later, because I want to try and get it finished this week, because the drop will be, when's the second drop? That's coming up now, isn't it? Is it this week? Let me have a look. What, we are the 26th, so it'll be, oh my god, Thursday. So I've got till Thursday to finish the fish, the third fish. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But it is good to do. It is a good one to do. And yes, the frog did visit the fish as well on its tail. There was one doodah over. And yeah. But never mind. This is how you learn. Well, this is how you're supposed to learn. But somehow I don't seem to learn about not frogging a lot. He just he's got his feet firmly under my table, is Mr. Frog. He has. No, Jess had her ECG this week as well. We went to Hereford Hospital, and that's the first time I've been to a major hospital. Well, since this horrible thing is in the air. And yeah, it was a bit of a... I got my dad to take me so he'd get out of his house to give him something to do. So I pretended that I didn't feel like driving, so he could take us, which I think he thoroughly enjoyed. So he dropped us off at the hospital and went and parked, and then you have to go in this one little tiny door, and they ask where you go, what time's your appointment. And they say, right, yes, you can go in, you have your temperature taken and do your hands and all that malarkey. Then we went up to the children's ward, practically seen straight away there. And they sent her down then for an ECG, and people stop you, where you go and why you walking around. Yes, that's fine, and off you go. So she had that done, but a male came in and she said, I am not. She said, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't want you doing it, she said. And he said, no. He said, do you want a female? She said, yes, please. And she whispered to me, no way am I lifting my top off to a man. She said, no. Bless her. So they got a female in, she did the ECG. And that was all clear, which was great, which we knew anyway. I mean, it was just, she's got to have these heart tests, because if her Tourette's get really bad and the tics are getting more and more painful, at the moment it's just her eye ones that get quite painful, then we can put her on this drug. But you've got to make sure that the heart and everything is working properly before you can go on this drug, because it's usually used on adults, but they're starting to use it on teenagers because they find it's a massive help to them. But she said she wanted to get it done now. She said, because if we go into another lockdown and she gets bad, at least then she can just prescribe the drug. We haven't got to worry. So that was done. And then Dad wanted a Subway and a coffee, so we went to Subway and had a coffee and a little baguette thing, because it was about 11:45, so we thought instead of waiting for dinner, we'll have that now, which we did. We had a look in a couple of shops and we couldn't be bothered, so we came home, which was fine. I'm trying to find Jessie some jeggings for school, because she wants jeggings without the buttons on. You can find loads with buttons on, but she doesn't want, because she's tall. You can get the regular, but trying to find them in the tall size, because she was a smidge, she got measured properly. I knew she was about 5'8", and she is literally a smidge under 5'8". Even the consultant, when we walked in, she went, "Flipping heck, Jessie, you've had a bloody group growth spurt," she said, "since the beginning of the year." I said, "Yep, she has." So yeah, but she has got long legs. So, and then I found one pair on Thursday, because I managed to get her one pair for school, but she wants to wear them all the time because they've got a pocket in the back, so she can put a new phone in. And she hasn't got any other jeans or anything like trousers, because she usually wears sports legging things, you know, Adidas and Nike and Hit and all them. So I managed to, from the same thing, when I ordered the first pair, they only had one in stock. So they've just come back in stock, and there's only one in stock again. So I've ordered that one, and now it keeps twice. Now it says it's going to be delayed on delivery. So I'm praying they don't cancel it and say they haven't got any, because that is literally the only thing I can find that's long enough in the leg and fits her. Oh, fingers crossed on that one. Oh, stretch. Oh yeah, my chippings came to do the back of my garden. So from the deck into the fence has now got chippings in. I can't remember, some flint stuff. Grant did tell me what it was called, but I can't. It's like a beigey brown colour. Looks nice. It's finished it off, but oh my god, it nearly killed me. I'm still suffering now. I only helped shovel it into the buckets and things, but I was aching from head to foot. But yeah, it looks really good. And we've got Joshua's car. We picked that up. Well, Grant picked it up Wednesday. He's just been out polishing it. He's changed the oil. Can't change the oil filter though, because one of the pins is really tight, and we've got nothing that will undo it, and he doesn't want to break it. So I'll probably have to go in the garage to have that done. So it's MOT'd. It's taxed. It's only £20 a year tax, so that's even good better. Insured, tax, and what's the other? MOT'd. So it's all rearing to go now. So I think we might go up next Sunday. He'll drive that car, I'll drive mine. The kids will have to come with us because they're not old enough to stay here. We've got to find somewhere for the dog to go. Don't know what the hell we're going to do with the dog. I mean, push comes to shove, one of us will have to sleep in the car with the dog, because none of the hotels that normally take dogs are taking dogs. I said bloody dogs are far cleaner than bloody adults. So usually the Travelodge takes them, but apparently they're not taking them at the moment. So I don't know. So we'll go up on the Sunday, because Grant's off on the Saturday, and come back on the Monday. Because I want to get the car to Josh, because they're talking about universities being on lockdown through Christmas, and they won't be allowed to come home for Christmas. So I want him to be able to go out and get shopping and things and bits and pieces. So he says he's not sure what's happening up there at the moment. It's all up in the air. But I think they're all really upset because they all want to come home for Christmas, because it's a long time for them. First time away from home, and they might not be able to see us. So I said to him, well, it might all change by then, you know. I'm not staying, I don't want to stay here. I said, we just have to see how it goes, you know, unfortunately. I said, nobody knows really what's happening at the moment. But so I said to him, I want to get your car up to you. I said, I'll stock up on foods and essentials and stuff like that for you. I said, and I'll bring them up, so I know you've got plenty of everything. I said, let me know the freezer situation up there, and I can always bring you up, buy you a load of freezer stuff up there when we're up there. Well, I said, I'll give you the money, but he won't bloody go and buy it. Not that he'd spend the money on anything else, but he'd just buy bread and butter and eggs and stuff like that. He doesn't like shopping at the best of times. So I said, well, see how you go. So I said to Grant, I definitely want to get stuff up to him. I mean, I could always send it via the post. We're still waiting for his address and the go-ahead from the university that we can send stuff up. Look at that lid. Oh, I knew that would happen. Where'd it go? You're trying to be clever. You can hear the dog banging on the door, and I'm not getting up to open it because she'll come in and then she'll want to go back out again. She's a bit clingy to her mum at the moment, but then she'll want to go out and see where her dad's doing. And I say, no. Jess was home Thursday and Friday saying about her hospital. She hasn't had much trouble with her tonsils, but they are having a flare up at the moment. So she woke up Thursday and she said she felt a little bit sick. I looked at her throat and yeah, it was swollen. And then she said her head hurt. I said, why did your head hurt? And then I looked at her, I said, my God, where the hell have you got that massive bloody lump on your head? On her forehead, she had a massive lump. She said, oh, last night when I was in Tesco, she said, I dropped my money on the floor. So I bent down to pick it up because she was out with her friends. And she said, as I come back up, she said, I smacked my forehead on the corner of the dryer. I said, did it make you feel funny? She said, oh yeah, did he shake me up and I felt really dizzy? I said, why the hell didn't you tell us? Oh, I thought it'd be all right. So I think she was slightly concussed, to be truthful. And then Friday, she was as grey can be. So I said, you're not going in. I said, you don't look right at all. But she's back to her chopsy self today. Millie's copping it today. So I said she's got her ENT, and she on the 5th of October. So I'll explain to him what's going on. Not that they'll be doing much with it, with everything that's going on, because it's only emergency things are being dealt with. But I don't want to not have the appointment, although it's over the phone sort of thing. Video phone call, whatever you call them. I don't want to go back to the bottom of the list with her. She's waited long enough for this one. This appointment, do you know what I mean? So I said, we'll just be explaining to him. Jessie said, what's the point? You can't see down my throat. And I said, yeah, but you can explain to him that they get really sore and swollen, and how you find sometimes you're coughing because of it, because it's right across your throat. And so I'm not really looking forward to that one. Oh, I'm taking them out the pot if you're wondering what I'm doing, because there's only a few. I can't be bothered to tip them in the tray, to tip them back out the tray. So I'm just, that's one thing I like about these Harbour Freight. You can take them straight out the pot. That's if you've got wax on your pen, which I haven't really got hardly anything left in this one either. But I'm making do. I've got some Nespresso coffee in the post. I had a £5 off voucher, so I've got on their site. So I've ordered some decaf to try. Different strength decaffeinated to try. So I've got 4 different packs of decaffeinated and 1 pack of strong coffee, normal coffee. I said I've got to have normal, haven't you, as well? Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. It's drinkable. It's drinkable. Grant likes the strong one, the normal strong one I got. I think its strength is about an 8. So he's had one of those. Oh, that's nice. I said, yeah. Don't get used to it. I said, because I don't buy off Nespresso very often. Because I said it's a little bit more expensive to buy their pods. And you've got to pay postage on top. So I said, you'll have to make do with Starbucks or Costa pods any other time. And then when they decide to give me a voucher, I will buy off them. That's what I say. I'm a tight arse, am I? I can't help it. I can't help it. I said this is the only, I know I say it every time, but it is the only downfall of Harbour Freight is the fact that they get stuck in the lid. But I don't mind. I don't mind. My Auntie Marg came down on Thursday. That's my mum's sister. She's lovely, my Auntie Marg. She's only little. So she came, Dad picked her up Thursday afternoon. So I got to see her. Yeah, did they call by? No. Friday they called in because I managed to get a video call with Mum from. So they'd got a tea party on at the home. Where you have, sandwiches and cake and afternoon tea, that's it, and cake and all that sort of stuff on like a tiered thing. So they were doing it with a few of the families at video call. They were going to do, I think there was 4 of us. Well, 2 of the ladies in the care home fell asleep, so I think their sons were a bit up, thing that they couldn't get the call. But you've got to do it when you go in. So I was waiting for him to say Mum was asleep, but no, there was Mum and another gentleman, but his wife was only on the joint call for a few minutes because she was out with a walking group or something. So we had most of the time with Mum. It was only about not even probably 10 minutes because it was enough. She recognised Auntie Marg once and she recognised Dad once. So I sort of stayed in the background and let them have the time. And then she started crying because she said all she wanted was a hug, which then set me off, which set my dad off, which set my Auntie Margaret off. And then she got up and said, well, I'm going now, I've had enough. And she got up and Serena tried to keep her seated, but she said, I can't force her. If she wants to go, she wants to go. And I said, no, let her go. And then Serena phoned to say that she'd arranged for a visit on Sunday for Auntie Marg, because it might be the last time that Auntie Marg gets to see her sister. So she said, do you mind giving up your place? I said, no. I said to you before, if Auntie Marg comes up, she has my place straight on. And I said, if you can get her in on what's it called, on Sunday, great, because they've been on no visits, but this is special circumstances, so they're fitting it in. Be in the garden like, but it doesn't matter, does it? So Auntie Margaret's really excited because she's not seen Mum for a long time, but I think she was shocked at the deterioration. She said, I knew it was going to be bad, but I wasn't quite prepared for how bad it was going to be. And I don't think it does prepare you. Alzheimer's and dementia are a horrible disease. I mean, you practically grieve every time you see your relative because another part of them has died. Do you know what I mean? So you've lost another part of them every time you speak to them. Dad was worst I'd seen him. I mean, he's always upset. But yeah, he was a mess, bless him. And he says, I don't know why I get so upset. And I said, well, I can't see it from your point of view because she is my mum, so I see it from a daughter's point of view. Auntie Marg is seeing it from a sister's point of view. I'm a daughter's point of view, and you're a husband point of view. I said, so it's going to be more devastating for you because she's your soulmate. I said, but it's a different devastation for me and Auntie Marg. I mean, I said, I can relate to Auntie Marg because my sister, I've been in the same thing when my sister got dementia. So I said, I can relate more to Auntie Marg, but I said, neither of us can relate to how you're feeling. And I said, and if you want to cry, bloody cry. Why is it you can't? And he says, oh, I'm not strong. And I said, it's nothing about being strong. I said, it's about seeing your wife deteriorate in front of your eyes. And I said, most diseases, they've still got their mental abilities that they can talk to you. You know, I said, whatever disease it is, I said, but this disease, I said, taking their brain so they don't know you. You know, they don't getting to not hardly know anybody. Yeah, that's the cat now outside the door meowing. But yeah, but I'm hoping they have a good visit tomorrow. Fingers crossed. They've got it at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm going to have everything crossed. But I have said to him, go to there's a little garden centre very just down the road. So I said to Auntie Mark, make sure he takes you to the garden centre after, because I said you'll need a cup of tea and maybe a piece of cake or something after. Can you hear that cat? Yeah, she's outside the door. So yeah, I look forward to hearing how that went. Yeah, today I'm going to do this. Oh, before I go, I've been making some project bags on my Winky Wonky sewing machine that only likes one stitch now and again. So, oh, I did fall out with it yesterday. I have made that one. If you look on Instagram, I have put a photo, and then I've made a little bag, little notions bag, which I think you can make some, put some floss, your floss in there, or your scissors or whatever. And then I'm in the middle of making this one. But look at this, guys. I've actually done a fairly decent zip. The first time ever. So that's going to be a project bag, but I'm quite chuffed with that. But I've been out and bought some material this morning. Well, I bought a big bag. Look, have a look in there. Can you see in there? Some Christmas material, some lining, some blue, and some like creamy material. So I'm going to make some more project bags, but I'm going to make the Notion bag smaller because that's a 6-inch zip. But I'm going to go down to a 5-inch zip, which I think would be better. 4 would be too small, but I'm thinking 5. So I've got a couple of 5 zips, so I'm going to try them. So I'm thinking of making them for gifts for people. I will definitely be making some for the Patreons. Whether they want them or not, they're going to get some. So it depends how long it takes me to bloody make them as well. The way my machine was yesterday, I nearly threw it out. I took it up, ended up taking it apart twice just to get it to sew them. But it did do them in the end, because I was going to end up thinking I'm going to do these by hand. But Grant says, you've got a bit more patience than you used to. I said, you bloody have to with this. I said it'd be a pain. But yeah, so I'm going to do them. I mean, they're never going to be, you know, like you get if you bought one off Etsy on off these shelves. They're always going to be Winky Wonky. That's how I could promote them, couldn't I? Winky Wonky project bags. Who wants a Winky Wonky project bag off Cal? But I thought doing a little Notion thing, because I had some leftover material on that then blue with the flowers. And I thought, what the hell can I do with this little bit? You know, it's not big enough for a project bag or anything. And then I thought, ooh, something to put your floss in. Because I don't put all my floss on my bobbins. I just pull out a bit and then leave the rest on the floss in where it is. So I said, I quite like that. So I haven't done myself one yet, but, and as I say, I got some Christmas ones. As I say, I thought I'd send out. Let me know what you think. Good idea or not? Do you think people would like it if I sent them a project bag? Well, especially the Patreons. I thought I'd do the Christmas ones for the Patreons, because they'll have one ready then for the Christmas. And if I can make any more, I'd send them something else, but I'm not the swiftest. And with a machine that's Winky Wonky one stitch when it feels like it, you know, it's not the easiest. And sometimes it'll do the stitch and then throw a long stitch in with the small stitches. But we will persevere. Right, what's the time? How long we've been on? How long have I been boring you for? I have no idea because I can't see the clock. I don't think I've got much else to say this afternoon. As I say, I've got a video call now at 3. I want to pack up the stuff for Rebecca, but I needed to photocopy the pattern. But my printer's gone down with no ink, and Tesco's has got no ink for it. So I might have to just tear out the sheets from the magazine and send them with a I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, because on the other side is the Noel one. Well, I don't really want the Noel one, so I might send her that, and then if she wants part 2, I'll send her part 2 over. So I might have to do it that way. Anyway, I've probably bored you to tears, so I'm gonna say thank you for stopping and having a listen to me tell you what's been, little bits that have been going on in the Withington household this week. It's very much appreciated. And you know the rigmarole. If you'd like to stick around and you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button. It means the world. And the notification button lets you know when I go live or when I put up a video, which is a couple of times a week. All my social media stuff's down below, my Patreon page, my Happy Mail form, which I like people to fill in if they'd like to enter some. Sometimes I'll throw a competition or, you know, a giveaway or whatever. But I need your name in my Happy Mail. But if you just want to chat, just simply by leaving a comment down below. I always read them and I always answer them. So all that's left for me to say is thanks ever so much for stopping by. Look after yourselves, take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Love you all. Bye.